Trailblazing lawmaker Charlie Rangel has died. The former congressman, war hero, and proud son of Harlem dedicated his life to the fight for equality and justice. Political reporter Marsha Kramer has more on his life and legacy.
Come on, Charlie Rangel, y'all.
How about Charlie Rangel? At the age of 91, then Mayor Bill de Blasio gave him the keys to the city, a reward richly deserved by the gravelly-voiced Korean war hero who spent 46 years in the House of Representatives, serving his community as the dean of the New York congressional delegation and the first African-American to chair the influential House Ways and Means Committee.
God has been so good to me.
Charles Bernard Rangel was the last of the so-called Lions of Harlem. Basil Patterson, Percy Sutton, Herman Denny Farrell, former Mayor David Dinkins. As many have pointed out, the Lions of Harlem were the first to break down the race and class barriers. They not only made personal progress, but succeeded in cutting a path for other people to follow. Rangel won plaudits and medals for leading a group of soldiers out of a deadly Chinese army encirclement during the Battle of Kunuri in Korea. He received a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star. He also became one of the founding members of the Congressional Black Caucus.
We all had a common mission and a common goal to improve the quality of life for America, and especially minority Americans.
I can't bring our problem to Washington, so I just brought some of them up here so they have an idea of what we're talking about.
Being a son of Harlem meant a lot to Charlie Rangel. He worked at several of the businesses along 125th Street to earn money to go to college, NYU, and then St. John's Law School. But even before that, it was the Apollo Theater that helped to shape him.
The Apollo was like the Mecca. If you've been there as a kid, and I used to play hooky and go there, and I used to sit in the front. And until this day, when Billie Holiday was singing, I swear she was singing to me.
He played a big role in the creation of the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone Development Corporation, which helped change the economic face of Harlem. But in 2008, he faced a series of ethics violations, allegations he failed to abide by the tax laws.
Count 2, conduct in violation. Count 9, conduct in violation. Count 12.
At the heart of the case was what critics called his monument to me, the Rangel Center at City College. Rangel was charged with using public resources and congressional letterhead to seek donations for the center, soliciting donations from companies with business before the tax committee he led. In 2010, the House Ethics Committee convicted Rangel of 11 counts of violating House rules. The full Congress censured him, but they couldn't keep him down.
I am not going away.
The people of Harlem loved him, and he was re-elected to the House 2 more times.
The next and still Congressman of the 13th Congressional District, Charles Bernard Rangel.
I am so grateful for the support.
Charlie Rangel was always known for his blunt speaking and candor. When asked how he would like to be remembered, he paraphrased Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind. Well, he said, if I'm gone, quite frankly, I don't give a damn. I'm Marsha Kramer, CBS News, New York.
And Senator Chuck Schumer just spoke moments ago about the former congressman's death. He referred to Rangel as one of his dearest friends, both in politics and in life.
Now, Charlie Rangel was a great man, a great friend, and someone who never stopped fighting for his constituents in Harlem and for the best of America. He was brilliant, bold, funny, fearless, all at once. The list of his accomplishments could fill pages, but one thing is certain. He left the world a lot better place than when he entered it.
And joining us now to talk more about the legacy of Charles Rangel, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke of New York's 9th District and Chairwoman of the Congressional Black Caucus. First of all, thanks for being with us here this afternoon. I just want to get your reaction to the news.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we, on behalf of the Congressional Black Caucus, 62 members strong, I'd like to express our profound condolences to the Rangel family, and certainly on behalf of the people of the 9th District of New York, we are saddened to hear that the Lion of Lenox Avenue has transitioned on, but we are grateful for his service. How appropriate that he would transition on Memorial Day, being a Korean War veteran, and having served his nation, going back as far as his service in the military to, you know, his last days on the planet with us. We are saddened, but we are thankful that Charlie Rangel was served with us in the House of Representatives. In addition to that, Dean of the New York State Delegation, and just a personal dear friend, internationally renowned in his work, as well as domestically and locally here in New York. Just a real giant in terms of what he was able to accomplish during his lifetime, and all of us being beneficiaries of that work.
And as you mentioned, for his fighting in the Korean War, not only a Bronze Star, but also a Purple Heart. He was a larger-than-life political figure. How do you replicate not only a personality, but a political figure like Charlie Rangel?
Well, let me say this. There's a saying. When they made Charlie, they broke the mold. We all have our crosses to bear as individuals, as those who are contributing to a greater society. Charlie's lived experiences made him the man that he was, and only he could walk that journey. You know, we are, shining a bit dimmer today because Charlie Rangel has passed away. But he's left with us all of those elements that made him so unique, that will be resident in each and every one of us whose lives he's touched. And we're going to use it as part of our inspiration and motivation to continue to build this nation. He loved this country. There is no doubt in my mind on every level. You know, as we fought various battles legislatively, I remember the very hard work he did as chairman of the Ways and Means Committee to pass the Affordable Care Act. I'm just so honored to have had the opportunity to serve with him. But having known him for decades, even prior to serving with him, I was the first director of the Bronx Empowerment Zone, and were it not for his legislative prowess, the renaissance of the South Bronx and Harlem may have not taken place. And many cities across this nation can speak of the same virtues of what Charlie did in his legislative prowess and making sure that his service was dedicated to the people of our nation. We're just so grateful.
He left an indelible mark, that's for sure. Congressman, thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you for taking a few moments. We greatly appreciate it. And stay with CBS News New York for the very latest details surrounding the death of former Representative Charles Rangel. We'll have more on his life and his legacy at our website, cbsnewyork.com.